Vera laid her head upon Love's shoulder. Love laid his atop hers. The world was bliss. Then Vera kicked up ice water. When she looked down, her swirling skirt had a dark hem, and the water was already ankle deep. A small cluster of ice skirted into her elegant boot, making her jump. The sting of cold prickled up her spine, but Love did not mind. He just tried to lay Vera's head back on his sturdy shoulder. The dancers around them didn't care about the water either. They would cut the water with brilliant splashes as they spun and kicked. Love dipped Vera low, and an ice floe brushed past her back. The sudden chill erupted Vera out of the dip and away from Love's arms. Love's face still bore a calm, pleasant look as he simply grasped her hand to continue their dance. He swept her away with a royal turn, water swirling around her ball gown. Vera tried to tap his shoulder and point out the water, but he was unfazed. The roof of the grand ballroom started to raise as if neatly sliced away, and the stars above began to drip in like tumbling fireworks. Vera patted Love's shoulder again and pointed up. Love looked up and smiled at the falling stars. He turned his smile to Vera and kissed her forehead. "No, no," Vera said. She had no voice. Vera tried to continue. "We have to go." Vera pulled out his grasp and tried to tug him along by his wrists, but Love wanted to keep dancing. Some of the falling stars sparked fires wherever they landed. The dancers didn't care, even when the stars would flash them from existence. One nearly landed on Vera, but Love swirled her out of the way in time. Vera agonized, but was still mute. "Lovey, please." She was snatched through the ground by a hand gripped on her ankle. Vera thumped back on the forest sliding path from her last dream. Except there wasn't a cliff, only a deep expanse of maple and oak trees leaning heavy down a steep decline. The world whizzed by as she slid on her back. The rough earth pulled the bell of her gown over her head. The only thing protecting her legs were her knee-length bloomers. Vera tried to grab for something, anything, but her dress extended far beyond her grasp. Flutters of orange and red blinded her. Only a small fluttering gap at the end of her skirt gave her any view as she rolled onto her stomach. In the distance, sliding behind her, was a thin, pallid man with a tan turtleneck under a cream leisure suit. He had a thin razor nose, mousy brown cropped hair, and chilling, vicious, cold blue eyes piercing her with a steady stare. The hunter. Vera could barely see him through the tattering window of her skirt, but her heart panged at the sight. The hunter slid down the slope behind her, focused on his prey. To ping himself faster, he tapped from tree to tree with expert precision. The distance quickly shrank between them. The more horizontal the trees became, the faster the hunter pinged between them. Fear gripping her heart, Vera tried to roll onto her back and rise up, but she tumbled over herself in a wild plummet down the hill until she slammed into the bottom of a deep grave. Her head struck the ground, and her vision flashed white for a moment. The cleanly dug walls were 9 feet tall. The sky was so far away. Her dress was shredded, and she was covered in scratches. A quiet ring pierced her ears. The hunter peered over the mouth of the grave. A crazed smile stretched across his face. He craned his head side to side like a deranged owl as he tried to get a better look at Vera. She winced and struggled under her drowning pain. The grave was tight. She couldn't escape his haunting stare. She could barely keep her eyes open.
"Oh, sleepy already?"
The hunter cooed in a heavy Russian accent.